Characteristics all poor people share. In today's video, we're keeping it real with you guys, and we will be sharing with you common characteristic traits that keep people poor. So if you don't want to be poor, you better listen up and avoid these traits. But before we get into the video, give us a thumbs up and comment below what video you'd like us to make next. So now let's get into it. Number 1, not open to learning. In the marketplace, your income is a direct result of your skill set. If you have a high income skill, you can make a lot of money with it. Doctors, lawyers, engineers, and so on are just a few examples. However, if you have a common skill, such as maybe a janitor, waiter, and so on, it's not likely that you'll make a lot of money with that skill. And here's why. You see, doctors, lawyers, engineers, and so on require a lot of years spent in a university, learning and mastering their craft. On the other hand, not a lot of time is required to learn how to be a janitor or waiter. So if you want to make a decent amount of money in the future, it's advised that you learn a skill that pays well in the marketplace. Number 2, lack of perseverance. A lot of people give up easily. When things don't go your way or how you expected it to go, the easy thing to do is to quit. But giving up too soon could cause you to miss out on success. In order to achieve anything worthwhile in life, you have to put in the hours and the work, and you have to persevere to see the results. Learning a high-income skill, building a business, or investing requires a lot of hard work, diligence, time, and perseverance in order to see success. If it were easy, just about everybody would be rich, and I bet you probably wouldn't be watching this video. Number 3, the desire to get rich quickly and easily. Building sustainable wealth takes time and patience. It's a process that can be accelerated, but shouldn't be rushed. A lot of people would love to make millions yesterday. However, in life, unless you win the lottery or maybe stumble upon some huge inheritance, this will certainly not happen. A person's desire to get rich is a great thing. Actually, everyone should desire to get rich. However, understand that for a lot of people, this process will take time. Don't be that guy who got conned into buying a get-rich-quick formula just because you wanted to make a lot of money quickly. Let me save you the trouble and money and tell you that almost all of them never work. And although there are some good, genuine courses out there, most of them are rubbish. So be careful what you buy into. Number 4, financial indiscipline. A purchase here and a purchase there, and before you realize it, you're in a deep hole you can't get out of. Impulse buying is the enemy of your wallet and budget. We've all been there, and it can be incredibly hard to stop the impulse to buy once it's in us. But did you know, financial indiscipline can keep you poor and in debt forever if nothing is done about it. However hard it is, you should learn the art of financial self-control and resisting the urge to immediately buy something you might want in the moment. To be financially secure, you should learn how to save and how to budget your money. If you really want to make a big purchase, sleep on it for a couple of days, and then revisit the item. If you do this, you might discover you never really wanted it after all. Number 5, blaming others for your financial mess. Pointing fingers and blaming others is an inherent human trait. People just don't like taking responsibility, even for their own mess. Most poor people are known for their blame game, especially for mistakes they made in their lives. They always find something or someone to lay blame on. If it's not the government, it's a friend or family member. If it's not the manager, then it's the coworkers. If you can't own up to your failures, you won't go far. Just know that a lot of progress takes place when we own up to failures. You should sit back and evaluate your life and find out where you went wrong. You should stop blaming others for your failures just to escape any consequences that may arise. Rectify your mistakes and work hard to achieve your goals. Blaming others will only create enemies and won't solve anything. It will keep you grounded at your current level for a long time, if not forever. Taking responsibility for your actions is one of the characteristics of a good leader. Number 6, keep the wrong company. They say that birds of a feather flock together. This means that you only have to look at your friends to know who you are. The worst thing a poor person can do is to keep company with poor people. People are known to group themselves according to financial levels. By so doing, they are likely to remain in their levels. If you're poor, try and keep company with people who are financially better than you. This will help you learn their success secrets, which you can implement and rise to their level. Avoid like the plague the company of lazy people. Laziness only attracts poverty. Seek hardworking and positive friends who look like they are going somewhere in life and join them. Try and emulate people who have made it in life, and you will likewise make it too. Number 7. Fear. Fear, what if, and the fear of the unknown holds a lot of people back. When it comes to finances, you should always be cautious and make sure you diligently do your homework before ever investing into anything. However, even after all of that, you still don't take any action. You might have a fear problem. Fear will hinder you from investing into a profitable business just because you are not familiar with it. If you really don't want to end up poor, you will need to take risks now and then. Richard Branson said, "You can't run a business without taking risk. The brave may not live forever, but the cautious do not live at all." So, if you never take any risks in life, you might end up stagnating at your current level forever. Fear comes as a result of underestimating yourself. Starting a new thing, be it a business or a career, does not mean you are going to fail. It could be just the beginning of a prosperous life. Number 8. Having no ambitions or goals. Goals are not for the faint-hearted. They are set by hardworking, self-disciplined, focused, and determined people. People who will not be deterred by anything until they achieve success. A lot of people don't like setting goals for fear of failing or just lack of knowledge. Setting goals gives you a reason to wake up early, work hard, and be focused to achieve it. It's important that once you achieve your first goal, set another one at a higher level. This way, you will be able to climb the ladder of success comfortably, and before you know it, you will be at the top. Set good goals, and don't set small, comfortable goals that will have no positive impact in your life. Aim and strive for the best in life. Number 9. Greed. Most people are poor or broke because of their greed. A greedy person will want to gather and hoard all he can. Such a person will not even think of others. If you're a greedy person, it becomes difficult to even invest a part of your income. You are likely to spend all of it on yourself. This will make you end up with nothing. Greedy, poor people need to take a break, evaluate their finances, control their greed, set goals, and start saving and investing. And they can do it with a little help from an advisor. Number 10. Lack focus. It is paramount to be focused on what you want in life. If you have the determination, vision, and focus, you can achieve all your dreams. Life has so many distractions, such that without focus and perseverance, you may not achieve your goals. Number 11. Ignorant. Most people are ignorant in the sense that they assume things will just work out for them, regardless of what they do or what they don't do. They forget that without input, there is no output. Things don't just happen. You have to get up and make them happen. A lot of people like to goof off and wake up every day with no direction or any set goals to work on, and before they know it, the day is over. Number 12. Never seeking help. At some point in this life, you will need help from someone, especially when it comes to financial matters. You'll probably need help from an expert. A lot of millionaires and billionaires had mentors and help when they were building their business. So don't be proud and seek help whenever you need it. Number 13. Poor self-belief. It's a common theme among millionaires that they saw themselves rich before it ever came to pass. Seeing and believing that you can achieve your goals and dreams is a vital requisite for success. However, most people never believe they can ever achieve their dreams. If you can change your mentality and believe you have what it takes to turn around your life, you can work hard and achieve success. Number 14. Disregard their own ideas. Most poor people are not that stupid. A lot of people actually have very good ideas. which, if implemented, could make them a lot of money. Unfortunately, due to laziness, unbelief, and a plethora of other inhibiting habits, a lot of people give up on their dreams. If you have a good idea and you're not in a position to implement it financially, you can approach someone for help. You can also sell your idea to family and friends, and maybe partner with them. If the likes of Bill Gates, Mark Zuckerberg, Steve Jobs, and so on ignored their ideas, they would not be where they are today. Well, that's all for today's video. Thank you so much for watching, and I hope you enjoyed the video. With that said, guys, have a great day, and I'll see you in the next one.